What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. I know it's been a minute since I last posted. It's been about a month or so. And to be honest, it's just because with the whole move and being in a new place and trying to get readjusted, it's kind of been hard to like settle in and find our rhythm again. But that's not an excuse to stop recording. I just wasn't like feeling up for it. But now we're back because I realized like I enjoy doing this shit. I enjoy filming, editing, talking to you guys, and I know YouTube is like a slow growth, but it's something I like to do. So as all good videos start out, we are taking back some pre, and it's not sparkling because we ran out, but we're taking back some pre and we're gonna go hit a leg day. So should be fun. So we're taking the Range Rover today. We're still doing our Turo business here, renting out the cars. 2 are gone currently. But a little update on this bitch right here. This Range Rover has been a problem since we got her. I mean, the first problem wasn't really her fault. Somebody damaged the bumper and that took months to fix because that headlight. Well, we finally got a headlight and it works. But shortly after, it was on a trip and it started overheating. So I had to change the whole cooling system, water pump, thermostat, all the tubing, and that was a pretty penny. So just more shit to deal with, always shit to deal with. But she's back, she's up and running, and I didn't get the extended warranty because I know, like, given it's a Land Rover, they have a bad rep, but I was like, it only has 45, well, when we got it, it only had like 40,000 miles. So I was like, nothing should go wrong with it. It's still low mileage. Nothing major should happen until closer to 100K. But no, that was not the case. So yeah, but we got that all taken care of. Got little man over here, all dirty from breakfast. Now we're whipping up our breakfast. We got some eggs boiling. Gonna do something quick because we gotta head to work. Just a little avocado toast scramble. So we made ourselves a little avocado toast with egg scramble. We used 2 boiled eggs, half an avocado, some cottage cheese, a little bit of light mayo, whip it all up, and then we'll hit that shit with some hot sauce. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Fuck it. Fuel, baby. Alright, so right now we're on our way to work, and I say work, but it's not like an actual job. It's more of like a gig that I got, and it's only once a week. Every Wednesday I go and I make content for a company, so it's pretty nice. I enjoy doing that. So if I can just get like 4 more clients, I can I can be Gucci. Like, I would be good. And then obviously we still got other stuff going on. Finally got another service industry job. That was another thing, another reason why I wasn't creating, because I just didn't feel too good. I wasn't in a good spot because I hadn't been generating income since I've been here. Like, well, enough income, because we still have bills back home in Texas. Well, not, I can't say home anymore, but back in Texas, because the house hasn't sold, so we've been having to pay that mortgage. Then we had that problem with the Range Rover. That was unexpected. That took a big chunk of change. So kind of just blew through everything we had saved up. But now things are looking up, you know? So just got to be positive and then keep an eye out for opportunities. Because there's opportunity everywhere if you're looking. But if you're not open to it, they're just going to pass you by.
Da. 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 Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Take that, da. Da, da. Da, da. Da, da. Da, da. Oh, da, da. That's my baby. That's my baby. Okay.
So this dude is crawling all over the place now. Hasn't began walking, but he stands up on the couch and stuff. Hasn't been sleeping either, so that means I haven't been sleeping. Gotta get her all washed up. And I feel like I didn't get any sleep last night. I think maybe because I had a Vietnamese iced coffee a little late in the day. So I'm exhausted, but business calls. We gotta get this shit done. So I'm up. Now let's wash her. I actually enjoy waking up early, but I just need like a reason to get up, you know? Like, it's hard for me to just wake up and get my day started early. But if I know I got something to do, like I need to prepare a vehicle or I have to be somewhere, I can get up early, no problem. I don't understand it. Finally got around to picking up one of these foam cannons, so that makes my life a lot easier when it comes to washing. That thing is nice. Alright, Porsche's picked up. They're taking it to Vegas this weekend, which, I don't know, kind of always annoys me when I know they're driving it far, just because of the miles they're putting. But there is mileage limits, so if they go over it, which they will, you can charge them for each additional mile. So they're going to have to owe a little bit. But now that we're up, gonna go hit the gym, make the most of this morning, get some fasted cardio in. And of course, we're taking back our Kino Octane. You know that's the only pre we take. And of course, we gotta pair it with the sparkling water. Typically, I'll opt for Topos, but they didn't have any at the gas station, so we have to deal with the Perrier. And of course, if you want to try Kino Octane, links down in the description. Best pre on the market, only one that I've been using for the past 4 or 5 years. You already know the deal. Never misses, bro. Never misses. Sparkling pre. Never misses. All right, workout is complete. We did 30 minutes incline walking at 10 degree incline, 3.5 speed. Burned about 275 calories, and then wrapped it up with a little bit of abs because we need to get peeled for this summer. Might be hitting a Vegas pool party next month, so can't be slacking.
Blue car. Blue car. That's a duck. Yeah. It's a yellow duck. Can you clap like a pond? Your hands, sweet baby. Fingers are great tapping. You did such a great job with it. We need to help the baby.
Okay, here it is.
What has the baby?
Made little man some breakfast. We got banana pancakes,
What goes on his legs?
and then we got some blueberries, some super fruits. Gotta smush these up.
Pants.
Okay, dude.
Pants.
So a little update. He is about to be 10 months now. Oh. And he finally has 2 little teeth coming in, and he's crawling all over the place.
He has a shame. What? Eat on his?
Eat up.
He needs socks. Yeah, say socks to me. Socks. Say shoes.
Sully
to
gets a
me.
blueberry too.
Shoes. Now he has shoes. Yay! What if he wants to go outside?
It's yummies?
What does he need?
It's yummies?
For? A jacket or a coat?
Bro gets so dirty eating.
Hat. Yay! Should we give him a blue hat or a
Alright, before I eat, I want to step on the scale, get a little weight update. I feel like I haven't done that in a minute, so let's see where we're at. Holy shit. That's actually, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, 170 was my goal weight. And let me just step on it one more time to make sure that's accurate. 170 was my goal weight, but I haven't really been tracking my calories. So I don't know if that's good or bad weight, but I was at 160 and I was feeling way too skinny. Now I'm at 170, so we'll probably just do a little shred, tiny little shred to get back down to 165 lean. I feel like that's a good weight. All right, for my breakfast, we just got 2 eggs with some cottage cheese in them, handful of blueberries, some toast, and some zero calorie hot sauce. All right, so now that baby's fed, I'm fed, he's down for a nap, it's time to get to work. But first, of course, we need some more caffeine in us, and I'm gonna make one of those. I'm gonna make another one of those crack Vietnamese coffees. So I've been wanting to up my barista skill set, and I love a good Vietnamese coffee. Lee's especially, bro. Lee's has the most gas Vietnamese coffee. Well, roasting water too, but if you're not in Southern California, then I'm sorry, you can't have roasting water. Lee's, they have a bunch of them in other states as well, but roasting water has got to be my #1 all-time coffee shop. Not even just Vietnamese, just like all-time. Fucking bomb. But so I was looking it up. We bought this little fin filter. It's PHIN. So we bought this little fin filter, and we went to H Mart because, you know, that's where they got the, well, you know. And I was looking up recipes, and they recommended this Café du Monde coffee. They said that's the way to do it. And then we got some condensed milk, the Longevity brand. It's got like the old Asian guy on it. So we got our condensed milk right here. And yo, Vietnamese coffee is literally only 2 ingredients, like not counting ice and water. But it's just coffee beans, well, coffee grounds, and condensed milk. But I've been playing around with it, making the same thing but in different ratios for multiple days, and I just cannot make it taste like Lee's. Like, I don't know what they're doing different, but how else can you make this? Like, I've been putting ungodly amounts of condensed milk, and it just don't sit right with me. Not like stomach, but it doesn't sit right with me knowing how much condensed milk I'm putting. Like, when you go to buy it, you don't know. They just make it for you, and you just get the drink and you drink it. You don't know how much they put in there, but they have to be putting a lot, because mine is still very strong and not as sweet as something like 7 Leaves and all of that. So I don't know, but when I'm making it and I'm putting in that condensed milk, it looks like a lot, and I can't do all that. But we're gonna make this right now, and I'll let y'all know how this one comes out. So one video I watched, they said they let it drip right over the ice. I haven't done it that way yet. I just do it by itself, add the condensed milk, and then pour it over ice. But I'm gonna try this way and see if that makes any difference. But what we're gonna do is so we'll put, oh fuck, where's my tablespoon? All right, so first things first, we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons, 2 shots of vodka, okay, 2 tablespoons of these coffee grounds. Then we pack that shit a little bit. Then you put just a little bit of water initially to let it kind of, I don't know, make its way in the grounds. This is what they say to do. I don't really fucking know. And then you give that about 25-30 seconds. There's some reasoning behind it. Now we pour some more water in there. Put the lid on it and let that shit drip.
Bruh, that shit melted all my ice. I knew that method sounded dumb. Alright, time for the taste test though. I don't really notice too much of a difference. It tastes alright though. It tastes alright. Actually, no, I do think it tastes better. I just ain't got no damn ice in here, but it's at least cold. But we continue to experiment with this shit. We're gonna get it down.
No minimums. And right now we're offering 25% off for all first-time buyers.
Alright, so managed to get up early again today. Not as early as yesterday, got up at 7:30, but still progress. And we're back here in the gym, 8:30 now. Gonna hit a nice little shoulders and back workout. So we just dropped the calories. I told you I wanted to get a little bit more shredded. So we dropped the calories. We're in a small deficit of 400 calories a day. So that's 2150 calories I should be eating. And we switched up the workout program. So right now we're just gonna be focused. We're only doing 4 lifts per workout. And we're just gonna focus on really hitting those lifts hard with a lot of weight and optimizing them, because I mean 4 lifts might not sound like a lot, but when you're really focusing on the repetitions and you're in a calorie deficit, it's plenty. This is a program I've done in the past where I was just absolutely peeled, good good amount of muscle and leanness. The ratio was just perfect. This is actually the one I was doing right before we had the baby, when I looked my absolute best. So we're gonna do that again and hopefully get some good results out of that.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Flipping the script from my old ways. Flick up the switch, I'm in flow state. Commas, I'm going through grown pains. I wasn't used to shit being so gross. I tighten the threads at a crochet. I wake up to cushion some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a rollway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days. Cause we throwing shots like a gun range. Till we finally make it to front page. A head full of dreams, some bread for the schemes. A heart that been feeling like it's a machine. I'm pushing extremes, cause I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Yeah, stay on my P's, get hate off my body like it's a disease. I'm walking off after we taking the lead. She call me Big Papi, I'm David Ortiz. It's what you've been waiting to see. There's moments where you gotta take it or leave. And I'm taking everything, some call it greed, but I call it living out what you believe. And I've been believing since no one was seeing the vision board. Racing with fate all my life, a collision course. Fighting with snakes, I'm a lion like Gryffindor. Fuck, I be asking permission for it. This type of shit what we breaking tradition for. Clearing the mission, don't care who the victim. I'm dying for all that I'm living for.
Alright, we finished up at the gym. Heading over to Costa Mesa to go to the dealership. No surprise. We're gonna go check out a car, go test drive it. I really want to get a Roadster, so that's what we're gonna go and look at right now. Gonna check out a couple of Roadsters today because it's California and you need a damn convertible here. Alright, switch to the phone to vlog this because from my experience, when you bring a camera, they think you're not serious for some reason. So we're at the BMW dealership. I'll show y'all what we're looking at. I didn't get any footage driving it, but you saw there, we went and checked out the Z4 M40i because of course we got to get the performance trim. Not gonna be having no base model car. It was nice, dude. That thing was super quick. It's a little rocket, and it's so tiny. It reminds me of my S2000 I had back in the day, man. That was a nice car. That was the last convertible I had. But right now we're heading to another dealer to check out another Roadster, and we're gonna decide between these two. Looking to make a decision today, honestly.
Wheels are pretty nice.
So at CarMax, they actually let you take the car out on your own. So we are vlogging this one, and we are in the Mercedes SL 450. Let's drop the top on this bitch. Dude, I like these hardtop roofs because this shit looks like a transformer from the outside. Dude, that's sick. All right, let's drive this. Okay, this one honestly has a better engine sound than the Z4. But in terms of like speed, I am not too sure. Let me see. That Z4 was pretty quick. It's got that B58 engine. I mean, this thing hauls ass though too. This thing is actually really quick. Holy crap. And this one's a better value. So I could either get this Merc and match Maritza, or I can go completely different and get the BMW and make her get like an X5. But I'm gonna enjoy this drive. I just finished test driving both of those Roadsters, and I am not even sure what my decision is. What do y'all think? The 450 SL or the Z4 M40i? I mean, the 450 had a better like engine feel, but the Z4 is quicker and newer. But I like how the SL has that hardtop convertible. That shit looks like a transformer when you're putting it down. And I think the front end of the SL looks better, and the rear end of the Z4 looks better. So I'm like torn between the two. I mean, on paper, the Z4 is like way quicker than the SL, but when you're driving it, you don't really notice that. They're both really quick. But I'm gonna be deciding soon. Leave a comment on which one you think I should get, and by the time the next video goes up, I would have probably chosen one. But I still want to know what y'all are feeling. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. This was like the first video back in a couple of months. I just have not had any motivation, and that's not an excuse, but we're back to it. Have the camera up, and we're just gonna record. So yeah, this video was just kind of random all over the place, but nevertheless, we got some. But yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Crown yourself.